what are we going to cover today? So today we're going to talk about, if I launched a product on Amazon Australia, what would I do? We're going to talk about a little bit about Amazon Australia. It is an exciting market. It's probably one of the things that I'm most excited about right now on Amazon, probably over the last 2 years, is Amazon Australia, and just the opportunities that I'm seeing there. And it's kind of a nostalgic look back for me, because I've seen what's happened on Amazon.com and followed that, and it's going to happen on Amazon Australia. So really exciting opportunities there for everyone here. And the expansion even beyond Amazon Australia, which is going to happen over the next few years. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm going to jump in, coach you a little bit on that, but please answer the poll. And if you have questions, drop them in here. Just put it on the chat, the same place where you're putting it right now. Don't use the questions one. Just drop it in there, and I will see if I can answer as we go, or I might answer questions at the end. So let's jump in. We've got a few on here. Veronica, Gold Coast, for sure. I know that. I don't know if you guys know, but Veronica is one of our coaches as well. She does training and she's jumped on. So nice to have you on there. All right, let's get it kicked off. So we're going to run. It's just on the hour right now. We're going to run for probably 15, 20 minutes, go through a little bit of training, and then we're going to jump into Q&A. Keep it short, tight, but hopefully give you some value and get you pumped up for this amazing opportunity, which is Amazon Australia. So I'm going to present my screen right now and just go through a couple of points that I want to raise with you, and then we'll go from there. So let me turn it on. Hold on a second. All right. There we go. Just really slow at the moment. So this is the topic right now. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. If I've launched a product on Amazon Australia, this is what I would do. And I'm going to jump through and show you a couple of things. So, so AMZ USA. Let's talk about AMZ USA first. This is the biggest marketplace in the world right now. It is, 300 million people getting on there buying products. We've just had 2020, a crazy pandemic. Everyone is buying on Amazon USA. It is the biggest marketplace. It's also the most seasoned marketplace. So what I mean by seasoned is, when you look at sellers on there, you have massive brands, you have big sellers, you have a lot of choice, you have many, many products under each niche, right? So when you look for any product category, you see a lot of different options, a lot of different pricings, a lot of big sellers and big brands with deep pockets. You have a lot of high traffic and obviously a lot of high competition. And the $1 million product ideas that you're looking for, and I'm specifically talking about us as private label sellers, the $1 million product ideas that we're looking for, which is obviously, 100,000, 50 to 100,000 a month, that kind of range in revenue, are niche products from niche audiences. So you're looking for a very, very specific product for a very, very specific audience. And the great thing is, because there's so much traffic and demand and such a big audience, you actually can create a $1 million product idea. And the bigger categories are usually $10 million product ideas. And the difference between the two is, obviously, for a $1 million product idea, you need less capital and it's easier to compete than one of the biggest ideas. So it's a really important thing to look at when you're looking on the biggest marketplace in the world, Amazon USA. And I put this question here in all caps because this is the awesome thing, which is what was a good niche 2 years ago is now too large and competitive to get into right now on Amazon.com. And I've explained this in previous presentations I've done. I think I looked at office chairs and gaming chairs, and those products 2-3 years ago, when I looked at them, they were like, hey, I could make $1 million in revenue a year on this, or $2 million. Maybe I need to invest like $20,000-$30,000 to kind of get enough stock that I can sell and compete and run PPC at that kind of level. But nowadays, that product is making $7, $8, $10 million a month, and you probably need about $100,000 or $60,000 to invest to actually get there. So, these ideas that were great a few years ago are just getting too big to actually get into unless you have really, really deep products. I'm going to show you Amazon Australia now, and hindsight is a beautiful thing, right? And this is what I'm really excited about. I know Adam Hudson, my business partner, is super, super excited about. We've been talking about Amazon Australia for over a year now since it's launched. We obviously have a great affinity there. And what's happened with this pandemic over 2020 is that obviously online has just gone crazy, not only in Australia, but other markets in Europe. Like, Spain, Italy, all of those markets, by necessity, brands have had to move on to the online space. And these kind of small emerging markets are now getting traction, and there are viable markets where you can make some crazy, crazy money, and it's not going to stop. That's the most important thing. People are going to keep moving on to the e-commerce space. It's still a small percentage of retail. It's going to keep growing. So Amazon Australia right now is the fastest growing marketplace, Amazon marketplace in the world right now. It is the fastest. It's just done 1.2 billion in revenue in just a few years. It's probably the fastest growing company Australia has ever had. It is the poster child for Amazon right now. They've obviously expanded to many, many different markets, and the way they've got into Australia with all the experience and how they've done it, this is their model that they want to use moving forward. So they love it. They're super excited by it, and they are investing crazy into that market, and they want you as private label sellers to succeed. So you're in a much smaller pond, but you have all the backing of Amazon Australia because they want you to be successful in their marketplace. What's interesting is international private label sellers. So myself, other people who are selling on Amazon.com and bigger brands, they are obviously starting to pay attention to Amazon Australia, looking at the opportunities there and dipping their toe in. They're curious. They are doing some retail arbitrage. They're sending some stock, and they're putting their listing up on Amazon Australia. And when sales happen, they're kind of shipping some product over. Some people are buying stock off Amazon.com and then reselling it and making a markup, which is way above market rates, just to kind of test the marketplace. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that now. So it's super interesting to see what's happening on Amazon Australia. And interestingly enough, Amazon is wholesaling a bunch of products there to give people choice. And when you put in any search into Amazon Australia, you'll see Amazon is buying products. They might be buying it from retail, or from Amazon.com or any of those markets, and they're putting it up there because they're trying to give customers choice, because they want customers to go to Amazon and have an expectation and have that met by being able to buy the product. So I'm going to show you that in a second. So Amazon's invested a lot of money there, and there's little actual private label seller competition there on Amazon right now. So it's a really, really interesting opportunity. It's definitely the right time to get in. And I'll show you how I'm going to go about looking for a product there. So I think the all caps here is what is a huge seller on USA now and is probably too big or too competitive, is now a great opportunity on Amazon Australia. So, here's the golden idea, is just go and look at what's actually selling on Amazon.com, find some great products there, and then go look at it on Amazon Australia using ZonGuru's data, and then find what is a great category and start to create your brand there. This is more of a slow burn. It's a longer view, but in the next 1 to 2 years, if Amazon does grow, you're going to have a fantastic, amazing, huge business, which is great. So if you're following me and that makes a lot of sense, give me a thumbs up or a yes. I want to make sure that you guys are following and get the concept there. And we're going to jump over now and actually look at a little bit of jump into Amazon.com, and I'll show you some examples. So I hope that makes sense. Essentially what I'm saying is, some of the bigger categories in the most competitive marketplace in the world, Amazon.com, are now available on Amazon Australia, and it's only going to grow not only in Amazon Australia, but where they expand from beyond there. So this is a great opportunity as a local person in those marketplaces to truly take off in Amazon Australia. And by the way, these similar kind of opportunities are absolutely available in Amazon Canada and Amazon Europe. If you look at Italy, France, some of these smaller marketplaces, and we've been looking at them very, very closely because we have the data for those marketplaces. We have the keywords, we have the sales, the revenues, everything. We're seeing how big these opportunities are. And if you can create a product that can compete on Amazon.com, you will absolutely crush it in any other marketplace. And it's super cool to see. So let me show you an example. This is what I brought up today. I used the niche finder. I just played around a bit. I think this was yesterday, and I just brought this up. So this is Amazon.com, right? Over here, Amazon.com. I got my Amazon address in there, and I've just put in fitness resistance bands. So you can see, just have a look at the page first before you have a look at any data. But look at these products, right? So this is Amazon's choice. These are kind of bands that you would use either to strengthen or put them around your legs, and it's a fitness product, right? So looking at them all here, look how many there are. Look at the pricing: $7, $8, $29. By the way, and what I love about this category, I think I explained, I looked at this before. This product over here, this is a category that is so competitive right now and making so much money. It's so difficult to get in, but yet there's still people who are changing the way that consumers look at the benefits of this product. This is an amazing product idea. I just thought it was so genius, because what the biggest problem with bands, and I bet you Veronica, who's on here, will tell you, the biggest problem with a product like this, right, is that when you put it around your legs, they twist up. If you're a guy, they pull the hair out of your legs. They're like a terrible product to put around your legs and to do squats or whatever it is that you're going to use the resistance bands for. And they've come up with this genius product, Focus on Women, which is actually made out of material. You can put it around your legs. It doesn't twist up. It doesn't pull on the hairs in your legs if you're a guy. And they've just come up with a great differentiating point. And this is probably one of the top sellers right now. And they've just launched in the last few months. So genius. It just shows you that there's never, in any category, there's always ways to approach it. You can just think of how to do it differently. What I would do with this product, that it's now in material, is I would actually make Velcro, and I'd give like 2 or 3 different resistance areas on this, and actually put Velcro on this, so you can move it along and you can just tighten it. You can use one band. Simply, you can just unstrap it and make it tighter. So that's another differentiation. I'm sure you guys can think of more. But anyway, let's have a look at the data. So I'm going to bring it up right now. This is, let me just go and search here. This is, all right. So you can see the niche right here, right? You can see the niche. You can see buy demand is huge, 78%. Competition opportunity is actually not as low as I thought it was going to be for Amazon.com. Investment sweet spot is off. We usually look at about 15,000 as being that, and then revenue potential is through the roof because the price point is decent-ish. But there's a lot of volume there, so you can make definitely some great revenue there. So the average revenue is 100,000, and the launch budget is 63,000. So you need 63,000 to buy 3 months of stock and sell at the pace of page 1. So that's kind of how we calculate that. And to me, as a private label seller, that's out of my budget right now. I wouldn't invest 63,000 to launch a product, right? So for me, this would probably be too competitive unless I had a really cool, unique, differentiating idea and I gave it a swing with something like that and bought less stock, right? This is the biggest, the one that gets the most clicks and conversions. Funny enough, this is the one we were just talking about. So that's been around probably the longest. This is another one right here, right? This one does well. And this one down here does well too. And that's the product I just showed you. This is recently launched, and it's the second most clicked product. You can see there's all 1 and 2 over here. The second most clicked product out of all of them is getting the most clicks and conversions. So people love this product. They're clicking on it. It's targeted at women. It's a great product, right? So, and then you look at the revenue of some of these products. Look at them. Like this guy is making 871,000 a month, 127, 133,000. This is a massive category with a massive amount of sellers. And they all are, most of them are FBA. Look at this, FBA. All of them are FBA sellers crushing it on Amazon right now. Multi-million-dollar businesses right here with this one little product. Amazing to see. And these are people that probably launched 2-3 years ago, much easier to get in, and now they're absolutely crushing it. Very cool. Let's go look at Amazon Australia. Same product. Jumping over here, same search, right? Fitness resistance bands. Look at this. So first of all, the thing that you should notice is look at all the different products right here. I mean, this is a fitness band, but it's got like a headband. You've got some TRX here. You've got a resistance pole. You've got straps. You've got, I don't even know what this is. This is something else. Poster set. So you've got a watch. So what's interesting here right off the bat is you can see for a search like fitness resistance bands, Amazon is throwing in a whole bunch of different products and ranking it for this because one, they want choice, but there's not that much competition. So they just need to fill the page, right? So, you can see it's a lot less seasoned than Amazon.com, a lot more variety on products, which there shouldn't be if you're just searching, but that's just because that's all they have, right? And they've got to put these in here. So you can see how easy it is for you to win on these keywords. If you have this product, you will absolutely be on page 1. And if you open it up, I'm just going to sort this. If you open it up, look at the niche score, right? So you can see buy demand. This is the most important thing that you need to look on Amazon Australia is what is the buyer demand? Is there demand for the product? Yes. What's the competition opportunity? Not bad. There's absolutely room over there. Investment sweet spot is actually low, so that's why it's off there. And revenue potential is low at the moment, but you can absolutely dominate on the category. And if you look at the biggest seller here, he's doing 93,000 a month. This guy right here, bam, 93,000 or somewhere around there is maybe doing 50, 60, 70, 100,000 a month. And then all the others are low numbers, right? So, and then look at this. This is all Amazon sellers. Amazon is selling it as wholesale by Amazon. It just shows you that as an FBA seller, you have a massive opportunity to get in on this marketplace now and start selling these products, on Amazon. So it's a huge opportunity. It's certainly may not make you money right now or get you to $1 million a month, but $1 million a year, but it is going to be a massive investment in the future of Amazon, and it's only going to grow. And you can stake your claim right now, start getting the reviews, and own this kind of category. We've seen it on Amazon.com. Those who got in early, staked their claim on Amazon, now have a moat around their business. They have a scalable business, and they're making a lot of money. So this is the kind of thing that I would look at. I would go into Amazon.com, find some great products, and then start looking for it on Amazon Australia. And the beautiful thing is, like, you don't even have to differentiate too much. These are products that are pretty simple to source. You just click on source Alibaba right here, bam. Okay, well, these are the products. I can just click on these, great. And I can go through to Alibaba and start to source those products. See more, you can find the ones that you want. These are customized and relevant for private label sellers. So you're gonna find your best supplies right here. Just click on it right here and start sourcing. Easy as that, right? I jumped in, here's another example. What did I put over here? Camping chair. I just found this right now on ZonGuru. Camping chair. You guys know this category is crazy, huge. Look at the differentiation, the beautiful products that they put on here. It's very cool. They're all camping chairs. This is like something that folds up into your hand. There's all video over here. I mean, these guys are seasoned professional sellers, amazing brands, and with a lot of differentiation because they've got to stand out, right? And if I bring this up right now, let's see what we've got. Anita, just quickly on your question, do you know the growth rates in Amazon Canada? Yes, I do. If you want to see it, it's on AMZ Market Pulse. You see, actually, Marketplace. You see this over here. I've got all the highlights over here. Marketplace is what you should check out. It has all the stats there. The top growing markets at the moment are Amazon Australia is the highest growth rate. Amazon India is the next one, and then Amazon Europe is the next one, and then Canada also is further down. So it's not growing as much as these other marketplaces, but it is a little bit more seasoned, right? Amazon Canada has been around for some time, but there are massive opportunities there for sure. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So you can see average 163,000 in revenue. You can see, look at this, buy demand through the roof. Your revenue potential, massive. Competition opportunity, low, right? Because it's competitive. And investment sweet spot, you can't even hit there. It's $95,000 you need just to kind of launch this product. So massively competitive, a lot of volume here. You can see the numbers here, 125,000. This guy's making $1 million right here. This guy, Coleman, obviously, right? $1 million a month, bam. One of the biggest sellers, 1.3, 1.7. These guys are absolutely, Coleman is just absolutely crushing it, right? So, they're pretty competitive. They're owning this page, right? So this is never, for us as a private label seller, you're never going to get in here. I can click on this. Hey, I can go here. I can go and find a chair, right? Let's go look at Amazon Australia. Just look at the difference in the pages, right? There's different chairs, definitely not as visually appealing. This chair is definitely shipping over, and then again, you scroll down and all of a sudden you get a lot of different variety and products that might not even belong here, right? So there's opportunity here. And if I open this up, let's have a look. So we've got Ullman portable deck chair. That is the best selling chair right now, 16,000 a month. And then it drops off, right? 6,000, etc. This is going to absolutely grow. This is a massive opportunity. And who cannot go and source an awesome camping chair right now? And especially you can look at what's on Amazon.com, find the best one there, and literally go and find that on Alibaba and start selling that. So that's the approach I would take, and you will absolutely win on Amazon right here. So that's kind of the concept. I wanted to show you this. This is Niche Finder. Again, if you haven't, this is just a trick because I'm in Amazon Australia right now. I'm just going into advanced mode. I'm selecting the categories that I want. I've just selected home and sports, and I've just opened up all of the demand. So I've opened up everything. I haven't even put a filter on here. I've taken everything out. I've hit search. And remember, this is gonna when these ideas load, it's a relevant niche score. So you can see some is high, some is low, but we loaded from the most relevant products for private label selling. But you can sort these columns, right? So what I've gone in here is just sorted by buyer demand, and I just hit okay. Let's sort by buyer demand. Why not? We'll see what gets the most. Most buyer demand right now, and I'll look at what's the most buyer demand, but then I want to see what also got really high competition opportunity. And that's a great idea because what you're saying is like there's a lot of demand already, there's a lot of search volume for that product, and there's literally no competition. So I can just camping right here, right? So high buyer demand, decent, not that great competition opportunity, but gaming chair, right? This is a decent one, and I've talked about this one before. This is an awesome product idea that's too huge in the US, but you could come in and get in right now. Office chair, resistance bands, these are all here. Camping gear, you can open that up. I mean, you can look at all these different products here in camping gear, and I mean, come on, there's going to be so many cool ideas here that you can absolutely sell and create a brand. I mean, camping gear, because that's a bigger term, you can just create your brand around all these products right here, and you have $1 million product business that's going to grow massively over the next while on Amazon Australia. So super huge opportunity. It's kind of like, it's here for you guys to crush right now, and it's one of those things where if you don't get in now, you're gonna really be regretting it in a little while. So jump in and start getting sales on Amazon Australia. So what would I do? Amazon Australia, what I do is go and pick a healthy niche or category on the USA, do your product market fit for Amazon Australia. So, and make sure that it fits the Australian marketplace. Whoever's based in Australia right now, you have an amazing advantage because you understand the culture, you understand the needs. You're in that country, you have the best opportunity to understand and do the product research. So do the product research, make sure you understand that your product fits for that marketplace, and then envision your brand, your moat. Where do you want to be in 5 years from now? So, I wouldn't just look at one product. I'd be like, all right, camping gear, what is my camping brand? Because I can launch 5 amazing products, 10 amazing products in the next little bit, and I can create a brand. You have a great opportunity to create a brand right now on Amazon Australia. Go and source it from Alibaba. Check trademarks and patents. You've got to check that. Plan 4 or 5 products over the next 2 years. Start now, build on Australia, and then aim to expand that market to other ones, because you can guarantee Amazon is using Australia as a base. It's going to move into other places in the Far East. It's going to move into New Zealand. All those areas, that whole region is going to be accessible from Amazon Australia. So it's an amazing opportunity right now. Get familiar, get ingrained with Amazon Australia, and expand as it grows, because it's naturally going to grow over time. It's probably the biggest opportunity I would see in the last few years right now on Amazon Australia. It's there for your taking. So this is what I've been looking at the data. So that's why I'm so excited about it. Adam Hudson, is really, really excited by this as well. He thinks this is a golden opportunity and it's a trend that you guys have to get onto. So, I'm excited about it. Let's jump in. Let's answer some questions. I hope that was super helpful. I hope it sparked an idea in your head that you're going to go start looking at on Amazon Australia or the USA. Start in your backyard, get in there right now. And I'd be interested to hear from anybody on the chat side as well. How is your experience with Amazon Australia right now? Talking to your friends, is everyone starting to use it? Are they getting in? Are they buying products? How is Prime working? That's obviously one of the most amazing things, is just getting that delivery time, sorted out. You're getting your product. I'd love to hear a little bit of like what your experience is there right now in Amazon, and what do you see as kind of the future there? Because you're on the ground right there, and it'll be interesting to hear how the traction of Amazon Australia is actually happening. So let me jump in and answer some questions here. I'm going to jump over and let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to start at the bottom and just work my way up. So let's see what I've got here. Okay. Okay, so Beck is talking about the shady ones referred to those products that are actually sponsored ads. I'm on my, so she can't see. So I don't know where that question was, but yes. So it's important when we come up with our niche rating, we don't include sponsored product ads. And the reason we don't do that is usually there might be a few products in there that aren't relevant for the keyword that you've searched. So we exclude them and we just look at organic sales for our niche rating score. And you can always check on the left-hand side. You can click them out, you can click them on and add them back in. And by the way, there's a new feature far on the right-hand side. There's a little copy, and you can copy the ASIN just in one little click now when you add it to other tools. So super easy for you to add the ASIN to other tools. It's a good trick. It's just been launched yesterday. So I wanted to let you know about that. Anyone have Australian 3PL? Yeah, that's a good question. Hopefully someone can help you out on your, so Longley, I think that's a major problem. It's not a major problem. It's a challenge that we all have, which is how much stock are you allowed to put in Amazon? And if it's not enough, how do you keep replenishing it. And you do have to have a 3PL. It's an important aspect to have, or you can also do fulfillment by merchant, right? And you can do it in a way where you still get Prime on that. And once you build up your score enough, Amazon's going to let you in. The good thing about Amazon Australia is they should be allowing more and more, and they're building so many warehouses over there. They should be able to stock that pretty quickly. Anita, if a product niche has a higher percentage, so in a product niche, if you have a higher ANZ sellers versus FBA sellers, is that a red flag? I would say no, that is not a red flag. So basically what that is it's Amazon wholesale, right? So they're purchasing the product from vendors and then selling it on Amazon. Typically, if there's a lot of ANZ sellers on there, it's happening a lot more in Australia right now because they're trying to, just move the numbers, and they're probably sourcing stock from all over the world right now just to get it on there. But there's no advertising that goes into it, so you can win on paid advertising for sure. They want FBA sellers on there, absolutely. So don't let that deter you right now. Jump in. You can absolutely compete. Okay, Anita. Richard. Is Amazon Australia moving, growing faster than it can keep up with itself? I'm hearing issues with seller customer support. Thoughts and experience, John? Probably. That's one thing that Amazon Australia is brilliant at doing is moving so fast, growing so quickly, and just kind of putting it out there, throwing their hat in the ring, and then just catching up and trying to keep up. So there's going to be a bunch of problems. There's going to be things that don't go well, but their model of Amazon Prime, figuring out how to get you products as quickly as possible, giving you choice, and working through that distribution system is the best thing. They're just the champions at doing that, and they've just become the biggest company in the world just doing that. So they're going to do that. They've already done it. I'm sure Woolworths is struggling competing with Amazon on the consumable goods. They're just going to crush them. So it'll be interesting to see what people are saying there, but I bet you the experience is going to get better and better. Sue, would it be best to use FBA or FBM? I think I don't know how much stock, and I think it might be different depending on what category, but I would use FBA. The advice I always give is use all of the services that Amazon provide, because they're making money out of it, but they're going to support you more. And as long as your margin is there, use all the services, use PPC, use the review programs, use their storage, use all of those things, and let them make money as long as you're making money. So I would absolutely use as much as you can of them. But if you have to supplement that with FBM, do that for sure. Beck, as a user on Amazon Prime, it's awesome. I love not paying for delivery. See, going to be interesting to see if the department stores can keep up. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I mean, they haven't been able to do it here. They haven't been able to do it in the UK. There are some brands that can compete, but it is extremely tough. And once you pay that little subscription fee and you get something delivered same day or next day, it is pretty awesome. So it's again, hindsight is a beautiful thing. We've seen what they've done in every marketplace. It's going to happen in Australia if it hasn't happened yet. Laura's saying you don't know many people who are using Amazon yet. It'll be interesting. I've spoken to quite a few people. I think there are definitely people using it right now, and it's going to grow. So if you have any other questions, we have a couple more minutes. Let me know. But let me tell you a little bit of what's happening with ZonGuru right now. We have just obviously launched this full integration of Amazon Australia. It's a world's first from any software in the world for Amazon sellers. We are fully integrated research and sellers for the whole of North America, the whole of Europe, and now Australia as well. And we have India coming up pretty soon. So we're moving in that direction. We're giving you many opportunities to get onto this amazing e-commerce marketplace. It is awesome, and it can literally change your life. So that full integration happened. Review Automator has come out. That is a one-click, set it and forget it. You click it, and we have some amazing technology that will get you reviews and the most reviews you can get. And it's right there, just one click of the button. So that's just been launched or updated at least. I told you about the Chrome extension with just the ASIN ad, which is super cool. And pricing has been adjusted, so check that out. It is more competitive and more value for all of you, which is super cool. It is probably the best value you can get across the globe right now on an Amazon software set. So we've been listening to you guys and making sure that we are as competitive as can be. So that is awesome. If you haven't got ZonGuru, jump on. There's actually a link right here. I'll show it to you. You can jump on. You can get 50% off your first month. Just go to this URL. I'll show you right now if you don't have it. Right here, zonguru.com/get/webinar. So see this URL right here. Just type that in. You can get 50% off. You will get on it, and it's a 7-day free trial. So jump on, check it out. We are getting a lot of feedback right now because word is spreading about this full integration. So we've got more and more users who are jumping on, and we're getting some amazing feedback, especially with Keywords on Fire, listing optimization. They are the most powerful tools, and the niche finder, the way it brings you relevant private label products all the time is super cool. So Nikki's got a question. Does Keywords on Fire on Amazon Australia work? And how do you view a Keywords on Fire session on both marketplaces, US and Australia? Yeah, really good question. Let me show you real quick, Nikki. I think we've got some time, so I will jump in and show you. So yes, the answer is Keywords on Fire is absolutely available to Amazon Australia. And let's go over here. So you just go down here to Keywords on Fire under listing optimization, Keywords on Fire. And this is in our demo account. So there's probably a bunch of sessions that have been run. But when you run a session, most important here, remember everyone, that the best way to do this is to add by product phrase. So add by product phrase. Don't put in ASINs, because this will pull in all the ASINs you want. I can type in camping water bottle, right? And here, right here, United States, United Kingdom, this is all your searches. So I can go Amazon Australia. And then when I hit search, it's going to bring up the top 25 organic listings for that term. And my recommendation is to select all of them, the ones with the highest ratings. Make sure you've got 25 in there, and then run your session. So I would just select all, and then I would actually add products. I'd name my session and then hit run. And what that does is it does a reverse lookup on all of the keywords for all of those products. Plus it dedupes it with brand analytics, with keyword data that we can access that actual customers are typing into Amazon, and it will give you that set of keywords. We're seeing amazing opportunities with this in some of the local marketplaces. So if you do it for Germany, obviously Australia, because it pulls in keywords that actual people are typing into Amazon, there's opportunity there that you can see that no one else can see. You can use it for PPC, use it for your listing optimization. People are getting a lot of value out of this. So that hopefully answers your question, Nikki. And that is our time pretty much. So again, if you want to get in, go to zonguru.com/get/webinar. If you are a subscriber and you need more help, the best thing to do is to actually jump over, go into support and say, hey, I'd love to take the 13-day researcher challenge. We have a 13-day step-by-step challenge that we give you an exercise to do every day. And by the end of that, you will absolutely have a product idea that you could be confident with, that you could sell on a marketplace and a supplier that you can choose. So if you want that, it's not heavily advertised right now, but just go to support and say, hey, I want to get on to the research challenge. It is a paid challenge. You get a ZonGuru t-shirt as well. It's $50. And you can get in. It is awesome. We're getting amazing feedback on that. So if you're stuck, if you just need a little bit of help every day for the next 13 days and just accelerate your product research, jump in there, ask for it, and you can get on the 30-day challenge. For $50, it is absolutely 100% worth it. And it is detailed training. And there's a webinar at the end, and you can meet other sellers. It is pretty cool. So get on there, use that. That is it. So, Susan, if you want to know the website again, it is zonguru.com/get/webinar. So I can just put in the chat right here for you. Let me just put that in there for you. So zonguru.com/get/webinar. Yeah, that's it. You can get there 50% off. Just jump in and get using. So I wish you all luck. Again, Amazon Australia is an amazing opportunity. We're going to be talking a lot more about that. Reliable Education is going to be talking a lot more about that. It is your time. So jump in. You've probably had some of the best training. You have the best tools. So it is time to crush it on Amazon Australia and other marketplaces. I wish you the best and get in there. So enjoy it. Happy weekend, everyone, and I wish you the best of luck. Cheers, man.